Hello, wonderful people. Will Thunder Talks here again with another video. Good to see you. Come into the place we are right now. We are going to talk about some things today. Love to get into it. Love to talk. Love to see, hear, and perceive you if that is possible. What we're going to talk about today is like who you surround yourself with. It's how you compound yourself. That's kind of the vibe of the video, and I guess something I've been thinking about today, recently a lot, is how much I'm affected by other people. Funny that. And how in the moments of quiet by myself, me comes up a little more. And by that I mean, I think the persona I have a lot socially is one of two things. Either I'm like this chill, like laid back dude who's like here for whatever vibes, or I'm like excited and like energetic and I'm like into my music thing, or I'm like doing a creative thing. I'm like inspired and energetic, which is like cool, right? But I guess there's something that comes with being around certain people that pull different parts of you out, right? So like a lot of work I do is like therapeutic work, supporting other people, right? Like putting other people's kind of thoughts and feelings ahead of my own often, because that's like my job, right? And I feel that's valuable work that aligns with my values a lot, and like I don't like begrudge that, but also like being in that state of mind a lot pulls me into maybe not having my inspired self much kind of show up, but also actually when I'm by myself I do really like to like get into my own little flows and interests. And I guess I don't get to do that as much when I'm around other people, right? So if you go and see any of my shorts on my channel, I'll often upload little musical ideas because I like to make music. I like to spurt out ideas into the void when they come to me, because whole songs require a little more time and effort for me, and I don't always have that energy or structure. But also, it kind of has to the point of this video, right? Like, I don't really have any friends who are musicians. None of my friends are musicians, which really sucks, which is why I've had to cobble together this like approach to music production, which really is not, I wouldn't say, plays to my strengths. I'm good at coming up with riffs and melodies, and I'm good at chord progressions as well. I'm less good at like rhythms and drums. I'm less good at lyrics, I feel. So all of that kind of stuff, like I have to just like give a go, right? Which is like fine and cool, and it like helps me understand the full process, but I don't feel like I have any musical collaborators. It's why the plan for this room that you're seeing behind me is that where the guitars are right now, if I can get my finger in the right place, here they are. For those who can't see, there are guitars behind me, if you're listening, and behind me I would like to have a sofa so I can potentially invite musical collaborators in here, have this be a bit of a music studio, have this be a place where we come and write a bit of music, invite guest artists in, maybe record some music, record some tracks. I want my future to be more musically collaborative, because who you surround yourself with is how you compound yourself, right? That's what I believe. And right now I'm like up in my empathy skills, I'm up in my professional skills, I'm improving my business, I'm contributing to my relationships, I feel, but like my creative side's feeling a little neglected, I guess. I don't really feel like I have anyone I can do creative stuff with, and that's a really important part of me, I feel. So I'm trying to actively develop and cultivate an environment where I can like slot people in and branch out my creative network and go, hey, let's like sit in my office and like jam some shit out, man. Let's make some stuff. I would love to do that, and I guess I find it hard because I also have my own little specific, there's pros and cons to doing everything by yourself creatively, right? You can definitely have full creative control, and you can go down the creative vibes you want to go down, and like I do, sometimes I write like ballads and like really gently sounding stuff. Sometimes I write like rocky, heavy stuff. Sometimes I write jazzy stuff. Whatever the vibe is, I'm like, that's cool. I love that. And I guess I'd love a group of guys or gals or whatever gender you are. I don't care. As long as you want to make noises, all kinds of noises, you want to try different noises out, I'm down. But I guess I feel right now my social relationships are not like pointing in that direction. And I feel like a lot of my foundations are being shaken up, which is like helpful in some ways because it gives me the window and the door to open up and invite new people in, start something new. As I approach my goal weight and I have more energy and I have like energy to physically push into this kind of stuff, and I feel a bit more comfortable and confident in myself, I think that that's a really good direction for me to go in. I think it's something that I've always kind of wanted to do. I think it's why the weight loss has been such a big priority for me, because I think part of what's held me back from being more into that is I guess my own self-disgust and my own self-consciousness that comes up a lot when I'm like around people that are creative and musicians and stuff. I guess I feel like a lot of them are just like better than me because they're not gross, and I feel gross, and I felt gross. I feel a lot less gross now, but I just want more things. I want to process all my stuff. I think this is part of even what started my therapy arc, right? It was like, I want to get stuff cognitively out of the way, emotionally processed and accepted and worked through, so I can be present in the creative process and make things, and have my feelings in the things, like create enough distance so I can be in that, but also so I can like have relationships with other people and be like, hey, I want your feelings in here too, because I think that's valuable and important. And I feel like historically I've just like gotten really scared. I don't know, being in creative relationships, probably maybe because of my ego in part, because I'm like, oh, they might be better than me at some things, and then they might think I'm crap and don't want to work with me. And I've worked with people that like are a lot better than me, and I work with people that don't have as much experience as I do, but have a different like creative angle on things, which is also valuable. And I guess I just want like a collaborator, I guess would be sick. And I don't have that. And compounding the other aspects of my life and giving to the other relationships I have in my life is important. You know, I saw this study the other day that said most American men don't have 3 close friends. And even more don't have 5. I think it was something like 20% of American adult men don't have 3 close male relationships, something like that, which is insane to me. I guess I'm very blessed. I'm not American, I'm English, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say 5. I'd say I have 5 close friendships. So I guess in the era of loneliness, I am moderately connected, which is awesome because I connect with them in different ways, intellectually, socially, having fun, emotionally, you know. All that stuff's cool, but I guess there's still this creative arc in me, this creative part of me that's always screaming, hey, I want space. This is where I get to have my inner child heal a bit, by getting to play, being free, and having anything go, and just being emotionally free and not judging each other, and if stuff sounds bad, we just roll with it, and it's avant-garde and it's raw and it's real, man. I guess that's what I want. I want to be making music that feels real. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be real. It has to feel raw. I think that's probably what I connect with so much about grunge music. And well, Queens of the Stone Age, wearing the Queens of the Stone Age t-shirt from when I saw them a couple of years back now, because there's something wonky and human about Queens of the Stone Age. It's the reason I did the Easy Street review recently, because I think it encapsulates a lot of maybe what I wish I had. I had my own group of freaks, and I do have my own group of freaks in some ways. I think my friends are freaks in their own ways, but not in the creative sense. There's a lot of fear in them when it comes to creativity. I think all of them. And I don't want to be in that fear. I guess I want to like be brave and bold and brash and be like, this is what I'm about. You know, just I'm chandeliering and I'm fearing the worst. Like, I guess I just feel like I never wanted to be the leader of something like this, but I feel like I kind of have to. So, yeah, man, I think who you surround yourself with compounds who you are. And I've been compounding a lot of the old empathy development and maybe some aspects of myself that served a role for me at certain parts of my life, but maybe I'm coming to the conclusion I need to move on. You know, I'm in a new home. I got a new set of habits I'm building. A new me is emerging, and I need to meet that and not just do the same. And I think this points to, you know, if you're still at the video, if you're still here, thank you so much. But I'm really feeling at this point in my life that like there's a profound sense of like, what the hell am I doing with myself? Almost every day. I'm like, I need to do something that matters. And I think what that feeling is saying is, Will, why aren't you committing to yourself creatively? Why is this not a bigger part of your schedule and your life? Because I've done music. I've loved music forever, man. I played music since I was like a teenager, and I was in like bands in secondary school, high school and stuff. I think that was sick. But now that's really not a part of what I do. And maybe I'm sad about that, because I do feel that's a really important part of me. But I'm gonna leave that there for today. Got a little feely at the end. You've been wonderful. I've been Will. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.